Bannakyoto bannayuganda babuuzaako mukyebaleko emirimu gye mutuusaako engalo. Bannastruggle mwena gye musinziira kubeera nga mustrugglinga. I salute you all. Moshinga bulijjo. Leero mpumuddemu. I took a break from the campaign trail. Nange ninda president watuukira ewange ansange nga ndi stedes. Mukyala Elizabeth gw'osooseeko leero kwaniriza. You are also welcome. Saagala nzunge Olivia Oliver okay. Mwena babuuzaako mukyebale. Nkimanyi it's too much of live coverage of late. Yep, and I thank you guys for following, for commenting, for sharing, for encouraging, for supporting. You've done so much for the soldiers on ground. Bane mbabulira, you guys, yeah, tulwane on ground, but you're also doing tremendous work, which is really commendable. Twebaza Katonda atuwadde obulamu, atuwadde obusobozi okubeera nga we pushing this to a stage we tukirabira kati, because who knew that we'll be here? Who knew that we'll be here? I mean, personally, I never thought that. First of all, getting the ballot paper, Charlie Chakabi, naye olaba tutambula Uganda. It's really, God is amazing. Katonda tali angozi. Era yenna abadde mu doubt nga alowooza ekintu si kyaddala. I think it's high time to take away the self-doubt, tumanye nti tulinda kintu kimu kulayira. So I salute you all, comrades. Thank you so much for all that you're doing. Thank you so much for spreading this message. Amumanyi, you guys especially ababeera online, we tubeera ku ground, mwe ababeera ate kati, you guys are the ones who always have our backs, because there are times you on the ground, police ne batayiza, bayekera bano ne babatayiza, and you know, ne mwesanga mu kattu, nobeera nga you more or less like facing death, looking at death. Naye bw'omanya nti there is someone who is looking out for you, adabeera behind the mabega wa simu oba ku TV oba your computers or on YouTube or wherever you watch these things from. Kitugumya, and we get to know nti, yeah, someone at least in case anything happens, someone is watching, someone is there to spread the message. So we salute you and we really thank you so much. Today I want to share some of the findings. Omanyinze, I always want to see this other side. Olumu yitwataddeeko nnyo camera. I want always to see that as other perspective, and maybe I'll be able to understand. Tujja kuba tusobola okuwayaamu ndabemu ekintu mukiraba mutya, wewabulamu twongeremu, you know, that kind of thing. First of all, I want to commend our president who is leading us. Our president is doing a very, very great job. Kwegamba musajja takoowa. Most of us thought that by Sunday or Saturday we thought we are returning to Kampala, tukomewo ne president n'agattawo bugassi. Olaba akuba kalamba, and I'm telling you, kino tekitegeza nti he's just powerful. No, it just means one thing: he's resilient. Mumalirivu, kintu kino akyagalanga ndoza n'okutusingako even eiseso, because there is one particular night eyampangula, night gye twaviiramu Lira tugende e Kabong. If all of you remember that particular day, twakera Oyam. From Oyam we started netandika okulya tear gas. Then we went ne batudiverting and netuyiteyo where the emotoka gye nalimu we are getting us stuck. Now, yeah, I remember when you got to Lira, we were tear gassed for almost 3 kilometers. Twatambulanga tulya tear gas ku tear gas. That time came no uliranga, it's just too much, just like you guys saw on live coverage. Immediately afterwards, we went to do a radio show, which ended at 10 p.m. When the live show ended, President Kyambuukako okutugamba nti tusula Oyam. I was just like, what? Nagamba ye tusula Oyam. Engambe ne yatwala olesiridde okebera ku Google Maps nga Oyam olugendo luli wakati wa ssaawa 4 ne 5. Okay, ne tugamba okay, if ssaawa 4 tegeza tujja tuukanga ku 9. We start off. Mama Nyabuvola, roadblock after roadblock. Zigenda okubeera ssaawa 6 nga tetunnatandika. kweganga tetunnafuluma Acholi land kutandika ku ttaka lya Bakaramoja. Tutuuka tusanga road block eyakabye ne batugamba wano mulimu bakasol rustlers basobola bashutinga ne babatta. Akatima ne katyamu. So ekibadde ekinjogeza ku lugendo luno that we spent 9 hours on the road ne tutuuka e Kabong ku makya ng'enjuba evuddeyo. I expected the president to sleep at least for 1 hour. Agweke omulo kubanga oluguudo lwe twatambulirako for those 8 hours it was bumpy, it was silwa tamaka lwa ttaka, it was just so terrible. President mu kifo ky'okwebakamu mulabye ettiizi lyakeddeko olwava bwati mu mmotoka yajjamu bujja suuti gye yalimu, actually yajjamu bujja red attire n'ayingirirawo ettiizi. I was just like what? President n'alyoka akuba ettiizi okumala essaawa namba between 7 to 8 am and I'm like bwe tubadde tulowooleza nti tugenda kuteekawo emitwe wansi, the president is just yagasseewo obugasi. Ffenna baali beesaasira nga batuwulira nti wowe our mentality just changed. Ne tugenda kwekubako kafuufu kuba tugenda okuva mu nfuufu eyo nga tufaanana ng'obumenke, kwekubako bwekubika fuufu ne tulumba. Mujjukire bannange Kabongo ne zitokota ngeno tear gas batandika butandisi mutubatiza. So what I'm trying to say is this thing, resilience is the key. Obutawanika obutapowa is the key. So that's why I commend the president. Tolumu fene tubadde tunafuyiramuko ne mulabanga abakoze ennyo nga muwiramuko ye president agamba bugambi teri kuzikiza kupika. Omusajja president alidde tear gas guys. President alidde tear gas. Era bana pray for his health because when you oyitako ku Google ekulaga long term effects za tear gas nga sinungi at all. Ogenda okulaba nga bakugamba you can get respiratory issues eziyinza okuwangala obulamu bwo bwonna, even vision impairment nga kiva ku tear gas omungi. And tear gas w'omulundi guno si wa bulijjo. Ku nomination day I tested tear gas. Ng'oli tear gas omuyitamu n'owulirika ly'amaziga ne gajja n'owulira nga awulira obubi. This tear gas you can't stand it. Oba bamutadde mu biki we can't tell. Something is unique about this tear gas. Something is just unique. Ate nga ekikwegamba ekisinga okwewuunyisa nti abasajja bamukuba ne waatwetaagisiza. I'll give an example. There was a scenario where in Kabong, we were leaving Kotido actually. We were leaving Kotido to go to Moroto. You remember we tried to yingira Kotido. Abasajja baatukuba tear gas nga mungi nnyo era okuyingirawo we just had to kuwaguza. Twawaguza buwaguza kuyisaawo kifuba. We enter Kabong, Kotido. President yayogera for just like 35 minutes to 40 to veyo. As the moment we twasimbula bwetu ku venue waliwo akasajja akatugoberedde actually mu eastern region iyo nandowooza paka ono mugisha oyo yali agala okutta president we yajoyiningidde. Akasajja ako nga katambulira kambala helmet tekayina jjinja lyonna ku bibegabega n'erinnya kaali kweka. Akasajja banaye katukuba tear gas. Akakakuba kekakasuka tear gas ku motoka y'abakuumi ba president aba electoral commission. Akasajja alyokezeeveeko yekyange. Akasajja tekatukola bannange. Akasajja nga kalinga akawendo. And remember the president asiba ye wadde batukuba yabagamba don't be violent. Violence is not your language. Let them show their discipline. You are disciplined and just like the commander in chief he is. Nga atutereza. But these guys batukuba tear gas nga taliiko na formula. Nana justification. And this is where I thank God olwotuwa kangambe kubanga I'll be honest with you guys. President yatugamba nako nti mujje but muli ofuna muli within your spirit you feel something that I must be part of this kansimbule because I want to imagine if my president was moving with only around 20 people. Imagine that if the president was moving around with only 20 people. I don't want to say he would be dead because Sifa Bamukuma, but the story would be so different, I'm telling you. The only reason we've made it this far is because of God and people power. That is the only reason. Nti mukama atubereddewo nina amaanyi g'abantu gabaddewo nti we go to a place like nga tuyingira Moroto. These guys ne bateekawo ekiggwa. Bwe bateekawo ekiggwa ne bagatiri ku accessinga motoka ya president yokayoka yeeyitawo. Ndyoka nkulabira abaana kwata chigwa chikwate no neno chivaawo tekivaawo. Before you know it, because we are many, tusinga aba police abalina president, we just had to nitukisika nikivaawo. The entire convoy entered Moroto. Lwakuba tebatukkiriza kuyingira mu town. But what am I trying to say is our numbers, ngaba foot soldiers, has made a very, very big difference. It totally changed the situation, because if the president was only with 2-3 people or just 10 people, these guys, with the way they have deployed by now, I'm telling you the truth. I saw Erabo Genzo Lava as in a joining Gulu, which was dead 2. But joining up Gulu, deployment yali yamanyi nnyo era batuyisa bubi nnyo kata tubulweko wetusula ne bwe twagenda yamu biki deployment nga nnene naye nga teyenkanankana nga kati eriwo ennaku zino nti buli we batulabe nga we are overcoming these challenges, every obstacle we overcome, every district we finish, these guys bagenda bongerako ku numbers z'ebimotoka, numbers za tear gas, numbers z'abasirikale kwegamba it is purely a war zone. The intention is basically one. They are trying to make us lose focus. They are trying to make us feel afraid. They are trying to show us, they are trying to make us feel like we can't do this. We shall be afraid. But to their disadvantage or to their surprise, the more they fire tear gas, the more we get used to it. That booming sound that makes your ears go buzz. Right now, it's like music to our ears. I remember there is I think it was in Beat in Mbali, but also Soroti. Soroti, the entire time the president was campaigning, like I think they even got techniques whereby they first of all spraying tear gundi, pepper spray, no? Within the crowds, there are people with pepper sprays. Spraying just this is how terrible these guys are. Is the way they are humiliating the police guys. They are DPCs, about professional guys who went through police training schools. They have pips on their shoulders. Legally. These guys, bambi bamanyi ekyokukola nja kuwa ekyokulabirako Maxwell Ogwal oyo kyali nga nkyana akaje Masaka namusangayo. Guy was a darling in Masaka. People loved him, people respected him despite being police, a regional police commander. That guy was loved for one reason. Natali Anguzi, he works by the book. He got a transfer ne bamutwala Soroti, was a regional police commander waayo. Neteri kirumanga kulaba kaana kavubuka akava ekiruhura pulira abasinga babuyita Bunyarwanda kali awo tekategerekeka nga ke kalagira regional police commander ng'ebiragiro bya regional police commander tebikyakola. These guys bafudde everyone a slave, everyone kwegamba natukanga takyalina self-worth yonna. This is what these guys are doing. Nti tekyali your profession right now because police would expect an RPC. Now he's someone respectable. Kubanga an RPC is even capable of being an IGP. Nebo no obusajja obwo bwe bwasiimwe bwani obwo obuvubuka obwo obuto obufuna direct calls from Muhoozi bwe busajja obusinza otuviirako Kagali. Era I don't know what you are going to sinnamanya naddagala lya Bonogera bane. These guys are so irritating. They run after us from kwegamba kuva region ku region, district ku district. Nga babalundanga nkoko. I remember there was at one point in time we were coming from Moroto heading to Katakwi. Nga tuvuga really nga tuddukiranga mu kinaana. Time netuuka ng'obusajja butugoba misinde ne tuyingiranga 100 mu abiri. And then I think the president was like, hey, we are all Ugandans and we are not criminals. Tuyimirira. Bwe twayimira ne bajja ne bazituteekako emmotoka ne bazitukiika omulundi gumu. And the president was like, ababuuza kiki? Now, like, we understand the president's language. The moment he's like, what's going on? You also have to ask the same question. Netusooka tuba confronting and tubagamba mmwe. Unfortunately, an accident, you'd rather shoot us and we die here. There. Because it's so bavuga recklessly. They're not as professional as they want us to assume. But most important of all, they treat us refugees. They are the refugees. All they're trying to create is But to take in that state of panic, to act as though we are running from them, naye I want to commend all the foot soldiers. Foot soldier walinya, wasi walinya. We are speaking the same language. We understand what the president wants. And I just love the courage. Let me tell you guys, there are times people look before these guys nabatunula maaso n'emmundu ne bamugamba nkuwesa soba olaba nkola musango, and these guys are just left bakanudde bakwanuzi maaso. Era I commend the courage. This courage is not usual. Of course, omusirikale obeera omugamba oba oyagala nzita tetegeeza nti oyagala kufa. Era it's kind of scary, I'm telling you, because some of these guys balwala emitwe, they can shoot at you. You can bear them and they shoot at you, and you know, much as baba bajja kuvunaanibwa oba ogenze, but at the same time we can't live in fear forever. We can't. It's time to stand up to them. And by the way, this is like a preamble to what is coming next, because trust me, as the campaigns get heated up, as we head to the corner mu January nga tuwete corner nga tumalako December kuyingira festive season, it's going to be tight. It's going to be kubanga abantu bagenda kuba beeyongedde mu centers ez'enjawulo, bavudde mu bibuga bakomyewo mu byalo, babamu bajja kulinda balondera eddala. It's going to be massive. The deployment is going to be heavy. Okutiisatiisa mugenda kuba kungi nnyo, and it's going to be for the courageous to stand up to these guys, tubagambe ekimala kimala. Ne bwe musalawo kunzita nze, waliwo abalala mutwalo be mutagenda kusobola kutta. And the beautiful thing about this is tuli bangi mu numbers. We are very many who are determined and who are no longer have this fear for death. I know all of us would love okwambala engule, naye bwe kibanga okututuusa ku kibala ekyo ekyengule, like for us to be in this new Uganda, it's going to cost some lives. So be it if it is what it's going to take okutwala nakyemaliro ono, because I mean mu squad etambula ne president temubeera ayina jjinja, temuli ayina kasaale, temuli ayina ffumu. Tuyina mikono gyaffe na mu mimya gyaffe na kisa kya Katonda kyokka kyetambula nakyo. But look at these guys we confront. Mbale is one of those memories ezitagenda kumva mu mutwe. Nti after nga bamaze okutomera president, emmotoka eyimiridde, twamalawo over 5 minutes nga tetumanyi kiddako. President emmotoka eri stack, president ali munda omwo, ali kweganga ekiddako takimanyi. Sijjaga nti takimanyi, twali tudda ku kisaawe naye nga batufunzizza baagala tuvuga nga tufuluma. So bwe tuyimirira kukola, I get out my phone, I start recording these guys. Wakati awe nali nyimiriddewo ne Lucifer nga tufoisinze abasirikale abo, but there were like about 15 of them. Bonna nga abasinga nga basirikale b'amaanyi nnyo. So they receive a phone call. Baba bali awo, essimu olwayingirawo, these guys baali bakuba tear gas. N'essimu olwayingirawo ne balyoka bakyuse enkuba gye badde bakubamu, ne balyoka bakasuka tear gas okwetooloola. We were facing them, nabo bennyini we bali awo ne bamusuulawo, and you know you swallowed up. I almost died that day. Era president we mutiiridde kuba tear gas gwe baakuba mu mmotoka ye. Mazima nali simanyi nti bannange tusimatuke wantu awo, cause like I've told you, this tear gas yo wabulijjo ndidde ku tear gas nano mbadde sinnamulyako engeri gya irritating. But what am I trying to say? These guys know tebasobola to shooting with real bullets because they know the world will hold them accountable. But they also know that too much tear gas can cause death, especially if you have respiratory issues. Ngatosa nga asthma bwe bityo, tear gas omungi yasobola okutta. So these guys, I think kyebagezaako okukola kututtisa tear gas, and most importantly is to kill the president using tear gas, because when this canister buli lwezaabika ziringa grenade, bwe bagijjamu pini bweti neeyabika, kuliko bu sharp nails obuvaako obuntu obu, and kaluma mukwano nga kakusaze. One hit me on the leg and I really felt it. Kaluma bulumira ddala. Kati I imagine bw'obanga okali kumpi nnyo proximity ne kakwabikirako ku mubiri oba anywhere, you can die of shock, or even you can be incapacitated because of the wounds that ziyinza okuva mu kantu ako. Naye nga mu byonna byonna kye njagala mumanye guys, these guys bo bajja ne mentality ya kututta, naye nga tebatuttisa masasi, kututtisa tear gas. Era wano wensabira abaana beebereremu nnyo, bayiga okuzannya ya kwaba okwepena tear gas oyo nnyo okumwepena nnyo cause that canister bwekwabikirako bw'oba musajja nekwabikira mu busajja awo tojja busigaza olubuto tojja dusigaza ebigere oba engalo tojja bisigaza jasigala mwana tokyawera so tuyige nnyo okwepena obuntu buno naye okusingira ddala okubeera nga olukalabako kasamba kuva wekali kubanga ekirungi butandika katwalayo obutikitiki nga 10 nga tekanafuna mpewo emala oxygen amala kwabika. So we need to really be as cautious as possible. And what I may commend about the foot soldiers abatambula ne president is tebakyatya nti bwe badduke no basigalawo, which is really commendable, and they're fast and they're quick thinking, and you might think they went through a training, and we want to thank the police nti jekomye tukuba tear gas batuteekateeka bo balowooza batukanga kumbe they're just organizing us and preparing us for whatsoever might come, because like we said, we are taking this dictator oba kitya nakyemalira tumutwala. It's non-negotiable. That is purely non-negotiable. Kyonna ekibaawo nakyemalira tumutwala. Naye waliwo ebintu byendabye what the dictator is planning, because the nakyemalira ne banne n'abantu bennyini abatali pro struggle balina ekintu kye batategeera. You know how dismissive they have been for a very long time. Nga batwogerako ng'abayaaye, batwogerako nga batalina byakukola, nga bali ku social media, nga balacking ideals, nga abasaaga obusaazi. And now we are hitting them robbed style, and things like with Sawa, we are surprising them and shocking them. Many of them are coming to terms with the fact that the departure of Museveni is nearby. Many of them bakitegedde bulungi nti Museveni yagalagana tugenda mutwala. And the narrative is changing. Senyiga akomyewo into play batubute senyiga era katulaba DPC luyadde batukuba nga tebalina kye boogera. But right now batandise okitegeera nti tubatwala batandise okwekwekamu ago amateeka mbu olw'ebyobulamu ebiriwo like we expected, because we didn't expect this to come easily. So you guys, let us expect more propaganda. Let us expect more, like violence is good. Like you saw yesterday coming from Yiga and going to Ujiri, the violence was real. Police neveri netomera abana nekola ki, you know, some of our comrades in fact bachali kubitana. Ebyo byonna tukole ki tubisuubire, because there is no propaganda that can work on us. There is no intimidation that can work on us anymore. So these guys tebakitegeera what is happening. They don't know. Tebamanyi kiki kye tulya. Era kati owulira they are saying all sorts of things. Kati naye bo beerabidde nti enjawulo yaffe eri emu. Bino tetubikola because we are paid. Tetubikola because we have nothing to do. We do this by choice. We love and follow Kyagulanyi Ssentamu by choice. We work for change by choice. It's not like coercion. Sibya kwegamba ebyokwogera byo tebibamazeeko. So this is why I encourage all of us. The campaign trail yesimbudde. Right now, tomorrow the president is coming back to Kampala. Ayinza osooka okuba campaigns oba agenda kujja direct. He's coming back to Kampala so that he begins on a new route. That new route tutandikira Mpigi tujje Kalungu tumalire Masaka. Wonna plan kati bafunye plan emu. Tebakyakkiriza rally oba president nga ayita mu kibuga. For the case of Masaka, bagala tuteeka Kako. Kako is on the outskirts of Kampala. If I'm talking of Masaka, if I'm talking about Kako, kankuwe ekyokulabirako nti in case obadde ojja Kampala n'okoma e Busega. Of course, you tell yourself nyingidde Kampala naye era muli oba omutima gwa Kampala toguyingidde. That's what they are trying to do in Masaka. Bamutereke wala nnyo naye tebamanyi what is waiting for them. In Masaka, we are mobilizing for at least 1 million Ugandans. Bajje tubakakase tubalage kuba kakati the trend ffe kati tukifuuse na trendi. Challenge eriwo ani asinga crowds. When I was in Arua, when nalaba ku videos za Arua nakuba endu ngamba wow, Arua teri anajenkana. And when we go to Lira, I was just like wow. When natuuka embali kati nategedde what it means. Challenge ani asinga obuwagizi, ani region ki esinga okuleeta amaanyi. And if you Central region, you are the most populated, you are the most populous. You better jajjawo mugambe maama wo mugambe kojjawo bonna bagambe bajje. Waliwo ebifaananyi that I took actually ne bigendinga trendy. Waliwo omuzeeyi omusajja nga mukadde nnyo ayambadde masiki ya National Unity Platform. Nyina gye namugwako eyo naye nga mbatiza struggle. Ngoyinza okugamba asiiba ku vita wali ne Kyagulanyi nga omusajja muzeeyi ali 70 plus. Saate namutumya jjajja Bobi esaati ayambala myufu, sapule mu kifuba, masiki ya people power bere, alina akantu ke kalinga beret tekavaako. You know, that kind of love. There is that old woman I took ngadduka babadde babiri nga badduka. I took that photo as well. Naye nga the reason okugamba ebifaananyi ebyo buli lwenziramu butsimu n'emitunya ne ngamba kiki kino ekisitula abakadde bano ne kibatambuza akannaginagi that fe abavubuka ekiyinza otulemesa to overcome this. Why can they vision a new Uganda nga ffe abavubuka abakyalina amaanyi and by God's grace abalina longevity that is there is a possibility of us living longer. Why don't we even do more or even triple the effort of these old people? Therefore, this is why I come out and coerce. Sina kuteesa, but coerce everyone. Do whatsoever you can. Do whatsoever you can. Kulanga katuwangula Kyagulanyi. Mobilize your people. Tell them, buli muntu wana ekirungi you coming from a district of Uganda. And I'm telling you this, Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert is going to visit all the 146 districts of Uganda. So your folks, your people must be able to do something. They must be able to come and be part of this motorcade because it's the only thing that is winning the dictatorship. It's the only thing that is stopping the dictator from shooting at us. That is the only thing that is preventing us from being killed. So numbers are key. It's not that we don't care about the lives of people. It's not that we don't mind about the standard operating procedures, but remember, we are running an abnormal campaign. You know, campaign yetulimo siya bulijjo. Campaign ya kuzoganya, and we can only kuzoganya this guy in big numbers. So mobilize the people. I beg you, please mobilize millions and millions of Ugandans to stand in solidarity with our Commander-in-Chief, Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert. If he's alone, nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to be successful. Ne bw'abaaliko abantu kigenda kusobokera ddala kijja soboka, and it will happen. As a Choto, there are several initiatives that are going on. Of recent, Ivan Bruce, I think he's been coming. Ngaina GoFundMe, running, and the money is going to help on the campaign trail. Ayinza obutasobola breaking it down tizigenda kukola kino na kino naye nga bingi kumulimu welfare, that is mulabe what is happening. Kambabulireko the cost of campaigns. I never thought campaigns are this expensive. Mbabulidde nti kudde nze we najoyiningira we had 24 cars by the time I joined. There are around 24 cars in the motorcade of the president. That is moving from car okusimbula eggulu ogenda Oyam. Naye by the end of that day, nga 4 cars breaking it down. 4. By the end of the night, moving from Lira to Kabong, another 4 cars had broken down. Tugenda omaliriza okutuuka Moroto nga tusigazze emmotoka 12. Okuva Moroto ogenda okumalako Teso sub-region nga tusigazza 8 cars. Cars are broken down. Nga kwegamba omanyi nga mukongoka bukongosi. That is how expensive and that is how hard and that is how kwegamba tiring campaigns can be. It is so costly. You find the team is huge because the foot soldiers okubeera 50 oba 60 oba 10. It means we kuba kwebaka, but foot soldiers banabana, let's say per room. Of course, abamu basula mu motoka, naye motoka nazituuka ne zijjula ate mwina wa kusula. N'otuuka nga it's just, like it or not, room neeba ya mutwalo nga muzeetaaga. So campaigns are so expensive. But nsinga bambi okwebaza nnyo abantu abawaayo emmotoka zaabwe. Waliwo Subaru Nusifa gye yali atambuliramu. Twagireka Kabongo ng'eweddewo nga it's no longer a car, nga it's basically wreckage. It's a wreck. So omuntu akwata emmotoka ya $340,000 n'agiwaayo, it's commendable. People who are abeewaddeyo emibiri gyabwe, it's commendable. People who are sacrificing their families, sacrificing their lives, it's really commendable. No amount of words, no amount of money can pay. Tekiriyo ekisobola okusasula. And we want to thank the Secretariat. Nti abaana webali obbakumaakuma naye okusingira ddala abantu abakwata akasente ne muwa abaana abali ku ground. I know wandibaawo maybe ebitagenda bulungi via accountability and stuff like that, but let me tell you, nsuubira kye tutunuulidde kinene nnyo singa hiccups as we try to solve them, as we try to limit on leakages and stuff like that. Naye abaana mwebale nnyo nnyo babeerera. Personally, I know what it means. Nti mulaba vans ezo ziri ku gundi ku vans ezo bannyinizo bakama baazo tebamanyi na kumanya nti ziri mu struggle. Cause omuntu bantu batono nnyo nga si munna struggle ayinza okukwata emmotoka ye n'agigamba goberera genda mu nsonga za people power, kuba bakimanyi emmotoka zikwatibwa, bakimanyi emmotoka zoonoonebwa, bagimanyi nti bamanyi ebintu byonooneka. So oli bw'omugamba nti struggle tayinza kukkiriza gikuwa. Naye abatono aba be baaziggyako ne bazireeta emmotoka eyo na daily basis zo zipangisibwa wakati w'Emitwalo 2,250. Emmotoka ezo zinywa amafuta. Olunaku lumu ttanka y'amafuta oginywa ne mugiteeka wali nothing. Okuliisa abaana, so okubajjanjaba and stuff like that. Tumanyi wangi tukyabulamu ne bwetyo bwe tugenda otutambula nga tulemala, Mukama ajja tuyamba, we going to get there. And one thing I can tell you for sure, fear is no longer with us, it's with them. It's the dictator who is living in fear right now. Everything is okay with us. Mariam Nabugwamo Gamba. So my suggestion is let's try to interchange on a fortnight basis. I would agree with you, but this is a funny bit about ebintu bino ebya stroke. Kati wanabanze Mosh nakozeeko 21 districts nenkomawo of course nabadde nyina okwetegekera region yange which is a Greater Masaka President Jajja. Manfuluma omulala najja olw'okuba ebintu bino nti biri voluntary. Omuntu toyinza mugamba nti kati jangu obagenda. People just come by out of their own volition. They make the choice by themselves. Najja era n'agenda. So si kyangu nnyo okugamba muntu nti jangu oba tojja, cause like I've told you, numbers is our secret. Without numbers kabaka weddemu. We need numbers. Waliyo abalwaliddeyo, mulimu abafuddemu accidents, bamenyese. So much is happening, I'm telling you, that makes better. Campaigns are very costly. Naye kambabulireko kino ekyama nti NRM weteeka billion, tetuyinza okuba kinene nnyo tusaawo miliyoni 3 oba 4 oba 4 oba na 5. Nze wenzikiririza, oyinza omulimu lw'otambula mu people power mu strong oli ku ground ne muli n'otuuka n'opoozi nga neweebuuza kano kembala katuufu. Am I on the right cause? Are we really going to overthrow this guy? Am I on the right track? Am I doing things right? But one thing that has shaken me, we moved in the entire northern region, amazimanga posta ya Kyagulanyi owa Manta ng'onoonya togirabako. Naye what shocks you is, despite the fact there are no posters, there is no visibility. Kegamba poster ntini nnyo netteeso gye twateeka poster nti olw'okuba region yali nnene twatwala poster just 6 to cover 9 districts nti you just meet 1, 2 and remember security personnel bazikuulayo. Naye bw'olaba welcome gye mufuna oyinza okugamba buli naku gye musiiba. You just wish mugamba nange tetulina posters, we don't have money, we don't have that much pomp, tetulina kye tulina. But the way people welcome you is as though these people have seen you like on a daily basis. It's as though these people have always been with you. And I'm like, oh, this must be God. Olabira ddala nga Mukama yakola without money, without guns, without anything, but the way we are welcomed. Kwegamba gwali olabyeko olaba ne ba prefect mu ssomero ennaku zino, no one campaigns without making posters. Naye njagala mbabuulire nti ng'oggyeko posters entono ze tuba nazo ku venue because the money is not there. Ng'oggyeko posters entono ezibeera ku venue omage walala nga tewali, ogamba Mukama kino tukikoze tutya? Have we been able to get to this point whereby you see this reception that is massive, this reception that is incredible, and I mean it can't be anything else besides God's grace that is upon us. So njagala twezeemu amaanyi mumanye tugenda kuwangula akalulu kano. Embaga yonna kati weesigadde eri emu. Overcoming fear. Era like one time I made a post and I said, campaign eno gye tuliko tekyali ya kunoonya just kalulu. Wabula, how do we demystify the gun? How do we demystify the bombs and the tanks? Abantu tubajjamu tutya okutya amagye kubanga mubeera mu campaign ng'amagye ge gasingawo obungi okubeetooloola ebbali. And like abantu kubanga edda abantu ng'olulaba obulabe military fatigue like ebyambalo by'ebibombola, people run. At the sight of the gun, people run. But that is not the story anymore. So on this campaign trail that we are on, it's more or less like we are telling people fear is not an option. And it's working. And it's working. So twongere amaanyi abantu tubabuulire nti fear is not an option, kintu kiwangule. Mpozi ekintu ekimu ku bizibu bye twasanzeeyo, waliwo emmotoka it was Wish nga it is a UBG/N. Emmotoka engerimu abasajja ba sipapa batuwerekera okuva apark okuva Oyam nga bajja batugoberera nga babba amasimu bayingira amatuuka g'abantu ne bagabba. The intention is simply one. Baagala okutuwa ekifaananyi ekibi nga people power. They want to project us as people who are violent, as people who are thugs. That is the intention. Era abasajja abo balina akakodyo nga bonna bambala bu crossbag. That was on day one. Bwe twabalaba, I personally went to them and I told them, basajja mwe mutukyankalanya, you causing a lot of havoc. You're trying to paint us as people who are bad. Ne get to know twabategedde. And if people kill you, because people can gang up and they can kill you. Temugamba that I didn't warn you. Awo ne babulamuko. What shocked me on Sunday, tuba tutuuka tuyingirawo bwe tuti 10 nga bagayi bayingiddewo n'emmotoka yaabwe y'emu nga bangi. Era abali ku live muyinza okuba mwalaba ku commotion eyaliwo. Waliwo omwana gwe baasala ensawo ne bamubba emitwalo 8. Omuyaya abakyamubba ne bamukwata. Abaana baali bagenda mutugirawo, Muteesa omumanyi tasaaga. Bali bagenda mutugirawo era singa teyali police kwanguwa ne bamukwata yali agenda kufa. Naye nga sipapa kikyagezaako. He wants to smear our campaigns. Azoonoone. Okumanya nakyembalira. Gwe weebuuza nakyembalira okumanya he's desperate to do anything to remain in power. This guy is ready to deploy thugs. At the same time, tuba tuva Bukedia tujje tuyingire from Bukedia went to Amoria. N'atuyiwamu abasajja ba Sobi. Sobi yemumujjukira ye mubbi eyagamba akola ne poliisi. Abasajja ba Sobi bakanyama banene balyoka nga bakola obuvuyo naye kirungi nga some of them are known. Era abaana ne babatutemyako ne baga Sobi mwali himself kutuzoganya. Nenga the intention is simply one. The dictator thinks the gun can no longer work because we've seen him, the dictator nga emundu tugiwangudde, tear gas tumuwangudde. Talina kyasigaza kuleeta bali violent. Because these guys don't understand us. They think, in the beginning, they thought we love money. Ne baleeta sente. Of course, abaagala emmere ne sente ne bagenda. The likes of Bajofu, Figash, Bakato. Abo ne bagenda. Bwe baamala ne batandika violence. Ne balowooza nti we banaatuttamu bannaffe tunaata. Batta omu waddawo 10 waddawo 100. Tebakomyawo ne batukolako raids ne bawera beret ne bawala overall nga bo balowooza nti ebyo ebyambalo bye bitufuula ki kye tuli. Ne babitwala but we are persistent. Kati tear gas bamukubye, we are pushing harder and harder and harder. Right now they're in confusion, so the next thing they're doing right now kuleeta bayaaye because they think tuli bayaaye tuli babbi. So balowooza ababbi n'abayaaye bategeera olulimi lwaffe. Naye they forget we have our own code of conduct. We are unique, we are different. There is something that is unique about us that makes us stand out. And in standing out, bano bamaliriza beerabisizza. No one has kino sikyoganga newana bwewani teri yayiza tufaanana teri nga si munnaffe. Ate kisinga okusesa nti ne bw'otuvaamu you become an outsider, you become an outcast. Nti mugezaako tukoppa, you can't. You've seen these NRM guys on social media trying to imitate us. Campaigns zetukola bayiza bi overall, bayiza bu beret, bayiza buli kimu. Nothing is working. Nothing. Era obirabe byabe nga byekake kambawo ekyokulabirako. Mu people power teriyo mwana ayambala t-shirt ya red. A red t-shirt, a red people power t-shirt. N'agyambalira kungulu kw'essaati ng'eno. No. We love our attires, we love our materials. Mwemandi wakawambala red. Njambala nga olugoye lwange oluli official that day. I put it on, I take a vesti, I'm going to take a t-shirt and I walk proudly. Njagala mutunulire videos za NRM ezisinga. These guys essati za yellow bazambalira kungulu ku ssati za mikono miwanvu so that bwe bamala okuva mu procession bw'atuuka akijjako bujja n'akithrowe n'akikasuka eri. bibaswaza. These guys are ashamed of the color, they are ashamed of the NRM. Abalimu era abasinga basasulwa busasulwa. Naye people power, we are proud of what we are. We are proud of everything, of our core values, of our principle, of our regalia, the way we treat ourselves, the way we connect with each other. That is just a unique aspect about us. And these guys, tebakitegeera bo bamanyi kisente kyobola bamisana kiro batuwaayiriza nti tulina sente nyingi. Most of them just think that it's about money. Era bebasinga otuwaayiriza nti abazungu batuwa sente, abazungu bawa Kyagulanyi sente. That is the story they tell everyone. They can't understand and appreciate the fact that we are on a serious mission to unseat the dictator. Kyobola batukoppa naye era bakoppa bifu. Byonna bebakoppa bifu. Tebasobola katulaba kati kino kange bonna DPBTFDC Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ye yatandika ekintu ky'aba bodyguards okuyimirira ku mmotoka ne beekwatako and became stylish. Ogenda okulaba abamaawo babikola bonna naye ogenda okulaba ebyabwe tebinyuma, ebyaffe byebinyuma. Kino sikyogera oba lwakwagala eri people power, no. Kino we are original, we are authentic. Kintu kyaffe. Kakati bano abasajja tebakitegeera. Kambabuliyo ka scenario akabadde today in Masaka. This is what has happened. Then I've laughed. I'm going to share the video here on my short afterwards. Tuwade tuli awo, there is an NRM mayoress aspirant mu Masaka bamuyita Mbabazi. Azze n'abavubuka ba boda nga 20 bakola effujo, kale sina ffujo as such, ne riding through the city. Polisi ngebasalako eraga obukambwe tiu ebatulisiza amabuti ya gasi ebakutte bayodde wayisa eddakiika 10 ng'ebata. What are they trying to do? They are trying to insinuate that they are not partisan. But tegekera ku Thursday by justifying what tukuba tear gas not tukola buli kimu nga bagamba if we refuse the NRM campaigns within Masaka, okay, those processions, we won't allow people power processions. Babalowooza tuli mbuzi nnyo naye ekisinza okunnyomerako ate ensese nnyo ne nerabira okukwata ka video. Polisi bwekutteko bali ne batwala n'omukulembeze waabwe ne wabaawo abaana abasigadde mu yero. Nenkulabira bannange bagobye ebyana nga babikuba tukubya ttiya gaasi waabwere ne babiga mmwe beeyambuddemu obusati n'obukofiira ne babusuula eri ne balyoka bakoleeza emisinde, some of them ne bateekeri ne babweta mu bikuubo naye nga yero efuuse ekyenyinyaza. Yero bakasusa eri obukofiira misinde terikulaba na yero because you know Masaka is the headquarters of the opposition in Uganda. Misinde. Naye nga these guys are ready to play all sorts of dirty games to see that they match us, to see that they beat us. But I mean, this is a different generation. Bebali nga president wagamba bebali abaana abalangwa, bali abaana abayogerwako, bali abaana ab'enjawulo. Let me tell you why you should be proud to be part of this revolution. Why Moshe I can leave whatever I'm doing to join this revolution practically, ideologically, spiritually, and all so forth. You know why I love it passionately. Museveni is one of the longest serving dictators in world history. I mean, okay, there are those who did 50 years. Assembly about Fidel Castro, he did 48 years. Then the Bosco Mulaba, but imagine you and I, we are the generation that is going to stop that from happening. I don't know if you can vision and envision the myth that is just satisfying. It's just enough to make me feel like, oh God, thank you for creating me at this particular point in time. I mean, we are the generation, we are the people who are going to end one of the world's longest dictatorships and most brutal, most murderous. Febanamba Lujega. I want you njagala mutegere kiki as people power. People power, this is what makes it unique. As you've seen our president move around the country, there's something that has struck me ngamba, wow, kino kintu kya Katonda. Usually, abalaba 2016, abalabye campaigns nga zitambula. Everywhere Besigye used to go, because Besigye has been the icon of change for some good years, for the past 20 years. Naye nga buli strong politician mu Uganda ayagala okulabika nti ali pro people nga alina otambula ne Besigye ku campaign trail ye. I remember I was in Masaka, naye nga buli opposition atali na Mbabazi nga ali ne Besigye. same pulpit, same platform. Never boogera bye boogera. We've moved with President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Ng'ow'amaanyi nga politician gwe naayita kale avuganya ow'amaanyi aliko ye Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro. Do you understand that? Nga the only contestant ow'amaanyi aliko consistent is Alex Waiswa Mufumbiro. Awo kale ne kubaako ko Baseggirinya ne Seggirinya musajja wattu y'ani mu byobufuzi bya Uganda. This is a revolution of nobodies. Era when we look at how these things are happening, you really understand that it's basically God. Because I'm a nobody. One of those less known people. Sinalinnya nti when you ku City Square but banaga huyo Mosh. Just like this, you would say, let me assume, singa President Kyagulanyi atambudde ne Namboze, natambula ne Mpuuga, natambula ne Segona, atambula na yekka naffe. Maybe ne Waiswa gwe mbagambye ne Seggirinya yakomyewo mpozi chairman Nyanzi ku Sunday yazze n'amwegattako naye ziri zonna ennaku ng'akikuba bwoko alone. What does that mean? God blessed us with someone who is complete, who is like, of course he needs help, but I mean, he's a candidate who is a product that you don't need to. Wherever salesperson, you don't struggle. Kyagulanyi nze ka mutwale nze kende Masaka nserere mu kubyetunza abantu be bagwirana. I mean, this is a guy who just goes and people just never politicians abalala ku kadaala nga Kyagulanyi tannayogera ne basooka bayitawo nga 40 Kyagulanyi najja like Besigye would speak only for 10 minutes. Naye nga bali abasoose okutupapaaza balinga 40, but with Kyagulanyi it's at most 1, 2, 3 people. Nasumulula what our manifesto is. And what I love most about the projections z'abadde akola mu byalo eno gye tulaze, there is a way he has personalized the manifesto, the New Uganda manifesto, that it becomes so simplistic. There is a message one time when Karamoja, he said, I'm going to be the president who will sing with you, a president who will play football with you, a president who is going to laugh with you, a president who is going to dance with you, and Nagamba is and of course a president who is going to do this and this. And some people who are trying to be naysayers, negative about our revolution, we are like, as if twagala kuzina. Bonge bintu. One thing kwegamba ekisinga okunsanyusa, abo bonna abatatogeera Kyagulanyi Robert Ssentamu bagwa mu bikopo. Bo bamulabira ku surface level, fabafunyeeko omukisa okumuwuliriza ne tukkiriza ne tutegeera kyabagamba. We enjoy the message and we get what he's trying to mean. When the president says you've gotten a president who's going to dance with you, who's going to be laugh with you, he's simply telling you you've got a president who is going to be your friend. What is more important than that? A president who is your personal friend. Because, I mean, what are the things that you do with your friends? You eat together, you pray together, you laugh together, you dance together, you enjoy life together, literally. And this is the kind of president we are getting. Let me tell you one thing. Bosco newe yandibadde nga tuli mu bwavu buno bwe tuli. Naye nga mukwano gwaffe. Nga mukwano gw'Abannayuganda. I don't think right now we'll be battling him if he was as friendly as he ought to be. If he was a loving president, I don't think would be challenging him right now. But one thing about Bosco, one thing about Charlie Oyo, Taina love Mutima. Guy is mean. The guy is bitter. The guy is murderous. The guy is inept in all, like he's yet no leader yeka. He's selfish. That's the kind of guy we are talking about. And then God blesses us with a president who is generous, a president who is kind, a president who is courteous, a president that everyone would wish to have. For him, oba kiri serious, oba tekiri serious, he takes things lightly. Impossible okukola. He makes it look so easy. That is the president that we are blessed with. Let me tell you, a president that is loving, a president that is friendly, a president that is kind to the people he leads. buli kimu kijja kusoboka. First of all, such a president inspires hope. Such a president inspires charisma within people, self-belief. Such a president fosters unity. Such a president brings about patriotism mu mitima gy'abantu. Okay, we've not yet become a nation in Uganda, but ayina ky'ateeka mu bantu ekyenjawulo, and that culture is enough to build a country like Uganda. Because let me tell you, most of you have seen how bitter Ugandans are. Ugandans are bitter. There are moments someone dies in Abadaba Kabia Kairigombe. People just celebrate. People just celebrate. Why? Because they are bitter, and the moment omuntu wafa they see it as a party, they celebrate. So if God is blessing us with a president that is going to cause happiness, a president again to take up smiles again, I mean, ekyo ekirabo kyokka kyokka okuva Katonda, nze mulingenda ne mpulira nga wow kimala omuntu akuwa okwekkiririza that even those things that you thought are impossible, they are possible. Omuntu akulaga that no human being should have boundaries. No human being should be told to not do this. Okay, like I'm trying to talk about limits. Nti omuntu nakugamba olwokuba wazaalibwa bwoti, olwokuba oli wa tribe wait, olwokuba you're this religion, you can't supersede, you can't go beyond this. I mean, this kind of president who is helping us to dream more, to dream bigger, to envision a better Uganda where the roads, the hospitals, and everything is functional. What more could we ask for? Banange, guys, we are blessed. Our generation is blessed, and we want to thank God that is. I mean, let me go through some of your comments. Queen Shiro, you're saying one thing that people remember about Idi Amin, he used to play music. Whenever he would pass a village and see villagers playing football, he would just stop and join them. Yeah, that is true. Bob Kavma is saying, hello, Moshmo, I salute you. I salute you too, Mukulu Kavma, webali nyo, webali dala. Catherine Sally is saying he'll be the first president to unite our country. True. And people of Central Uganda, I'm telling you this. If our fellow Muganda, let me try to be as candid as possible. If a fellow Muganda has been accepted countrywide by non-Uganda, what excuse will you have to betray this cause? Because there are places you go to Nagana, and you tell them, Banagi, it's not about Baganda. It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. Omutasala okulya mu Kyagulanyi Ssentamu mu struggle kwe olw'okuba si Muganda. No. Omuntu aba wa mululu kikula kye. It's not a tribal thing. It's not just like I'll never make a conclusion to Westerners are this or that. No. Olw'okuba Museveni atuyisa bw'ati nti bonna aba Westerners. Nedda. I know it is Museveni and his friends. Kubanga era Museveni ayinayo Abaganda abakola ebyekisiru. So it's not a tribal thing. If our kind has been accepted countrywide, what excuse shall we have to betray him? Moka is saying, through highs and lows and trials and tribulations, a friend should be there. That is the president we want. And I'm gonna get by voting Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert for president 2021. Candidate number 5 on the by the way, sagala tubulire nnyo mu kya candidate number 5, because let me tell you, there is a possibility by the end of this campaign period, a candidate might have dropped off. Ababadde 10 candidates ne basigala 9. Kyagulanyi abadde number 5 n'afuuka number 4. So let us be careful. Let us not tell people that it's going to be number 5. Let us just tell people, you Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, that is your candidate. Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, that is the message you should push, because there is a possibility Electoral Commission okukyusa ballot paper. Queen Show is saying, nekirala tukoye ba DPCs abava mu area as if Ugandans are from other areas. Dictatorship akozesa nepotism which you know okusuubira. Simba Mulchid is saying that's the things which I always talk to people to understand Kyagulanyi. Exactly. Moshu, UMTN number, Sema Yomosh Agnes Seme. Okay, a number yitawo, that the number that is going down there, a short reloaded groundwork contributions, there is one number that ends 652, but the second number which begins with 1 way is an error, it's not supposed to be a 1. The number begins with 256 782 1148 66. That is my number. Abadajibuza. nze nkuba Nantime Bera you saying nze nkuba obufaananyi bannange nga Kyagulanyi afuga amawanga gonna gajja kwegomba Uganda. Actually Kyagulanyi tagenda kufuga, Kyagulanyi agenda kukulembera mukwano. That is the beauty about him and he keeps emphasizing it. Robert Sengoba is saying, hi Mosh, I didn't see Bobby Young, a certain lady who resembles, and a certain lady who resembles man. I think you're talking about Sharon. Very okay, very okay. Maurice Kato, you're telling, tell them umbrella because it does not change. Yeah, umbrella is going to be our symbol, and people understand. By the one thing, you see that. Omanyi police ina akabadike tukola ngerowooza etulumya. Tebatuganyangako kuyita ku kolas oba ku main road. Batuyisa mu kyalo eyo mu nfuufu. Bonga balowooza nti batusabula. But remember abantu abali ku main road, abantu abali mu urban centers, they already have our message. Mu kyalo gye kibadde kibulamu. Kati ate bo gye batuyisa kwegamba. They try to banish us, but the banishment becomes a blessing. Kyebalabanga ekibi kifuuka mukisa gwe tuli. Bana ekino ekintu Katonda yakirimu. Zainab Babire ise Asha Sharif is saying we should tell people our symbol, which is very important. Exactly. Sarah Nsuluga is saying, personally, I think Bobby should not go back to Magere. There is a chance that could be put under house. No. Let me tell you one thing. Terugenda kucha incha. Kyagulanyi asibwe again. I'm telling you, this silly prophet of Gundo Banti, I just love Kyagulanyi so much. Kyagulanyi is now a presidential candidate. Chikafuwo kumuza mukomera. He's a presidential candidate. Bino si byogera kwewaana naye kikakasa Kyagulanyi tadda mukomera. So Sarah Nsubuga, just take calm. Betty Mugalu is saying we get the blessing in this guys. Yeah, the noob. Yeah. So you guys, one thing I'm telling you. Okay, mubere kubunkenke naye sinyonyo mubere bagumu. Mubere bagumu. Everything is going to be fine. Ori Mangapi is saying that is why they misfire. He has personalized the struggle to each individual from Tweberem all the way to his unique part, but they don't get it. Yeah, exactly. No one will ever be able to figure out Kyagulanyi Center. Let me give you an example. There's a time Kyagulanyi was so soft. And some of us have been getting pissed at the president. And we didn't know why Rachi Ali Mugomv. But then there is this one time when we are moving from Bukedia from Bukedia, we went to Sironko. Oyo Abraham na Musazeko. Ajaya Kazindalombo ayogera naye president amugamba gwe. I saw this version of the president. I'm like, hey, yone yabadomu governor. I'm like, this guy is made for this job. President wa Mukama yamukola guno mulimu ngalingi yagumutondera. His time is now to lead Uganda to a better place. Like President Kenyatta of Kenya dances with these people. Bosco hates the hell out of Ugandans. I know Bosco is, but Mosha president is blessed. Exactly. He's going to be the president of the people. Exactly. Kuluno tubayita bagwa mu bitaasa. Okay, Robert, as we are about to conclude, I'll say, well done, guys. We appreciate how you see. The president is very okay. The president is very, very okay. And we want to thank the First Lady who has really held the family together in the absence of the father. She's doing a tremendous work. She's really that he lets president to come and spend this entire night Musiri, Muvitaze nyini nga she's holding the family together. Chakabi nyonyo. And to all comrades bambi abalisewo families amwe, I salute you. Thank you so much for the tremendous contributions you're doing. I'm joining the campaign trail again on Thursday. Tuchikube paka Bunyoro paka 40 chiddemu bupya as we do other things banaye. Ate kyesagala mwerabire. As we move, so much else is happening. Mulimu bingi ebigenda. Byonna ebigenda bemutalaba ku camera bemutabanyako. So much is happening. So mutulaba ku campaign trail. We're not just there maybe to offer security or what. No. So much is happening. So much, and by God's grace we are winning this. Mbebaza mwenna Ekyoto family muli bakabi nnyo. Nebaza waliwo bannange Ekyoto mukiraba kutambula. Let me tell you a little about Ekyoto. Ekyoto tulina pages nyingi nnyo. Our new home, which is Ekyoto Reloaded, is very functional. It's up and running. Bambi, you like that page and follow it. Kubanga sooner than later, I think Ekyoto teri kuzikiza. Ekyoto tulina vision esukka just akalulu kabiri abiri bugumu. Twagala ne mu Uganda empya tubenga tubaweereza obubaka obulungi, disseminating the message and stuff like that eri abannayuganda ab'enjawulo. So like our new page, which is Ensolo Reloaded. It is safer, it is more secure. That is why we are trying to tubenga tujeyagalirako ngate nayo tugipromotinga ekule cause nakulinzo okkeranga international page Ensolo International nga bagisazeeko bano abanyampi oba nga bagiyingiddemu because you know the job it does. So Ensolo mukibeereremu. Tulina Ensolo TV that is on YouTube. Nakyo abaliko, I thank you so much. Brianna, I see you there. Berina, sorry, calling you Berina Nkulaba, you there. Thank you so much for everything, for loving, for working with Bruce on the GoFundMe campaign, and for all the support. Guys, one thing I salute you for is mwebale kugoberera, mwebale kutuzzaamu maanyi, mwebale kwagala. Bannange abakomawo okulonda, mbasabira Mukama bawe ssente za air ticket. Abawo obusobozi obukomawo mujje mubeere tuzoganize wamu. Temujja na kutya. Don't come with fear. We are doing this. We are winning this battle. We are winning this war. It's us against the dictatorship, and God is with us. We are winning this. All factors are in our favor. So don't be afraid. We are doing this. We are the generation that is changing Uganda. Oklang Moses, you say, my humble request is whenever the president finishes addressing people, let him always get to the car because bano banyampi tebatude. I know, but President, one thing, chintu kyeyawangula fena kitumukopyeko. President yawangula okutya. I mean okufa. President doesn't fear to die. I know we love him so much. Maybe we can't assume that we love his life more than he loves it. Okuyimirira, njagala ekintu kino mukitunuulire. Amongst the many people who come to rally the president, no one of them is wearing a mask, eya tear gas. Kirabika kitya nga ye president ataddeko tear gas ate ffe abazze okubeera naye ye ayambadde mask ate ffe nga tuli exposed. The reason the president basically is like us is because he's one of us, and she's not changing that. She's not changing. That is him. Comment says on the advice. We're not reminded. And there is a reason behind every choice he makes, and it is for the good. It's not for the bad. So we love him. We love his health. We want him strong. But pola. So I want to thank Ensolo family, Jaffa, Izzy, Pam, Patricia, Geoffrey, Sema, Usura, Ruth, Mark, China. Even guys abali mabega behind the camera, banange mwebale nnyo muli bakabi nnyo. Ensolo family mwe musinga. Thank you for supporting the foot soldiers. Thank you for standing with Mutalia wherever he is. Thank you for standing with Sema Isma. Thank you for standing with us. Thank you for standing for the entire Ensolo like family. Banange mwebale kwebereramu ng'engombo yaffe. The funny bit about engombo yaffe yafuuka ya struggle. Like someone here said that Ensolo wewatandikira ki? Wewatandikira people. That is a fact. That is a fact. Big up Mosha. Amen. Simbwa Mulchit, Rodby Amukama, President Bobby Wine. We love you all back. Thank you very much for that work. Thank you, Berina. Nish Namala, boss. Obadde wadde wano mbadde ku ground. I'm back. Mpuliddeko mbu bali kugaba butimba. Let me tell you, obutimba ne Karamoja twabasanzeyo. Waliwo emmotoka eziriko sticker ya Adanet. It's a countrywide campaign, and we can't. Ekyo kyo tukikkiriza just bantu baffe kubeera babuufu. Obutimba babugabye countrywide everywhere. Nene Masaka batuse Karamoja twabasanze Kabongo. There are cards zosangako sticker ya Adanet. Bakole bebe na byonna ne bajja genda. Kabanda Musa is saying, but still we can solicit funds and get a bulletproof for him. God help those who help themselves. Sibawakanya bannange, sibawakanya. Puliddeko nti, let me see. Nakaimaret, we are just in this together. Exactly. Mutalia Watabu, yeah, on YouTube is doing a tremendous job. Nabakoza Amin, I love you so much, bro. I love you too, sister. Nakalema Yuda is saying, for sure, my president has faith and God counts all the confidence of a believer. We will overcome everything in Jesus' name. Amen. Chakabi nyonyo. So guys, thank you for loving Ensolo. Thank you. God bless you till we meet again, and keep supporting all the initiatives of Ensolo. Tulabenga. Tutuyingira entebe mu ntebe. Catch you later.